Just got home from Big Lots. Made a coup. Look at all these things. We're gonna talk about everything that I bought at Big Lots today. My first time out, wore the mask, wore gloves. Matthew let me out. I've never shopped. He's done all the shopping up to now. I felt like I was in a toy store. Prices were great. I saved a lot of money buying essentials and extras. Moosey cereals. It was great. Had a good time. Big Lots. I'm telling you, go. I could have gotten the toilet paper, but we need 1-ply here, and they only had 2-ply, but it was much more reasonable. This morning I went to CVS to pick up some medication for Bill, and they had toilet paper, but I paid $16.98 for, 16 rolls of toilet paper, Scott's 1-ply. So there's a bit of gouging, I guess, going on in that area. Okay, I always use bowls, good sized bowls for cereal. We don't have a dishwasher, and I have to do the dishes. Sometimes Moose will help out, but I use paper plates. They're the good coated ones. I was able to get Moose's cereal, Honey Nut Cheerios and Raisin Bran, $2.50. Now, normally what would you pay? $4 something for these? That was a really good buy. What else? I love my light rye wassa. I usually have my cream cheese and salmon on these. Used to put it on bagels, but this saves on the calories, and I'm trying hard. A lot of this is my diet haul. Look at these, the tiny little, I would say it's probably a cup in there, $1 for chicken broth. Now, if you're only using a cup, you don't want to open up one of those big boxes. This is a great idea. They're only $1. I should have picked up more because I do use chicken broth in a lot of recipes. And of course, Udon Noodles. These were so much more reasonable than you would pay anywhere else. Look at these. My tomato ketchup, $1.50. You know what you would normally pay for that, all right? And it doesn't have much sugar in it either, which is what I'm trying to stay away from. My whole grain Dijon mustard. All the condiments are so much more reasonable normally. I'm just noticing my nails are a wreck. I've been gardening all morning. What else? Kalamata olives, which are usually very expensive. These are only $2.95, and they're great in salads, especially the Greek kind. Now here are my little rogue products. I just decided to get these maybe for the kids. The chicken Vienna sausages, little can of those. What was that, 50 cents or something? And I do love my sardines, and I always buy my sardines there, $1.25 a can. This is my big rogue. I haven't had Spam in ages. So much cheaper than the stores. Now, Bill likes his crackers in between times. Now, these were only $1 each for a whole set of these. And they're everything from peanut butter to spicy cheese, spicy cheddar. And what's this one? Cream cheese and chives. That's one that I usually can never find in the stores. But Bill likes these for in between if I'm not serving him lunch. My rice vinegar, that was reasonable. I use a lot of rice vinegar. And spices. As you know, spices can be so expensive. $1 each. I always run out of basil and garlic powder and dill. So even though I do have tons of spices, as you've seen before, this is my spice rack, I did run out of those. Moving on with my Big Lots haul. I love garbanzo beans. I put them in salads. I put them in a lot of times into my chili. And these usually are about $1, maybe $1.25. I buy a lot of beans at Big Lots. I haven't been there in months and months. Matthew really wasn't letting me out of the house. Let's see what else. Stevia, or Stevia, whatever they call it. Usually I use the package. This is probably the only good sugar-free substitute that everyone feels is allowable. $1 for this big, like a maple syrup jar. What else is in here? Now, I can't remember whether I got this organic raw apple cider vinegar at Big Lots or maybe Trader Joe's. My granddaughter Ryan makes smoothies with apple cider vinegar, and I'm gonna have to get the recipe. She has smoothies all the time and has the best recipes. She's a pesca vegan, which means she eats only fish and shellfish, no chicken or beef, and has done it for probably half a year or more. She had very bad gut issues, and this has totally transformed all of that for her, which I'm so happy. She's only 18. She will be 18 soon. The other wonderful thing that I found was the nuts. Now, nuts are good for dieting as long as you limit them to a small handful. There's probably maybe 7 to 10 nuts. All of these, now this was $6, which is, let's see, 20 ounces of mixed nuts. And all the good ones are in there. Macadamia and almonds, and I did get another package here. These are gourmet nut. These were just $2 or $3. Nuts are usually so expensive. And this one, the cashews lover mix. So we're set with that. I should lose a ton of weight with all this, except for the breads that I bought. But I am going to make a bruschetta tonight, and this was fresh and there and reasonable. And I did buy this wonderful loaf for $1.40 of Nature's Own 100% whole wheat bread, $1.40, and they're fresh from the bakers there. They do have a good supply of so many other things, aisles and aisles of food now, but I'm trying to, this haul, trying to keep it as a new healthy eating, sticking to salads and legumes and good greens and veggies, and probably chicken and fish. That's about it. So there you go. Sorry about my nails. I've done a ton of gardening, which I've included some pictures, ton of weeding this morning. So look at these sauerkraut. $3.50 I think for the jar, $3.60 or something like that. Normally these, 24 ounces by the way. I got 3 of those because it's good for the gut, and Bill and I have it a lot with kielbasa. I didn't show you my paper products. $1.50. My goodness, you pay a lot more. Anyway, I will now show you what's in the trunk of my car. Okay, finishing up my Big Lots haul. Look at, I always get my coffee there. I get 80 hazelnuts. These are for my you get the cups, and I think the price is $28. You can get it on sale every once in a while for a lot cheaper, but that was a price. And Moose always takes the medium roast donut shop, and this particular box, 42, and it was $14.98. I always like these little tiny containers to put the sauces and things in. Always, my clothes washing soap is so much cheaper there. And this is the brand of the bowls that I got, Glad, and they're soap-proof bowls. In our last video, I promised to do a demo of making the wind chimes out of silverware and kitchen utensils. But until I get my workbench and also my tools straightened out, I can't begin, but I'll be practicing soon and doing it for you. Well, spending an hour or two at Big Lots isn't exactly spending time at Nordstrom's, but I had so much fun and saved so much money. So if you've enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing and sharing and making some comments, and go back and see some of our other videos. Our 6-week adventure in Idaho was a blast. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in our next video. Bye-bye now.